DiGiorno.
DiGiorno! Welcome to another episode of Everything Objectified. My name's Dylan. I'm here with my roommates, Kevin and Richard.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
DiGiorno.
It's DiGiorno. It's last week was Thanksgiving. Little peek behind the curtain for you guys. We recorded the first 3 episodes like all at once, just to like try and get a feel for everything. And but this is the first time we were recording something in a little bit. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So
I think it's been two and a half weeks.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. So welcome back.
For
How's
us,
your Thanksgiving?
Good.
It was great.
We all went back home. We all left campus to go
Yeah.
to our respective places.
Yeah.
Of origin.
Yeah.
I ate so much food.
I-
ate so much.
It was a relatively tame Thanksgiving for me this year. I didn't eat that much.
I ate so much.
I have a lot
It
of
was
leftovers here now.
insane how
My
much
mom
I
makes
ate.
the best sweet potato casserole, so that's...
It was pretty good. Yeah.
That was good.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. It's funny how Veronica did not like it at all. But like, she doesn't like anything.
Yeah, she
Veronica's
doesn't
our
like anything.
super picky friend that doesn't like absolutely
Yeah.
anything.
Like, she took a bite and then gave it to me.
Yeah, she'll make her way on the show at
Yeah.
least once.
That's true.
Okay.
She's interrupted already, so.
She's interrupted once already. All right. So last week the topic was leaves. We'll just quickly go over
Last
the
week.
notes.
Well, yeah. Last episode.
Last episode.
The last episode.
It was last week.
It was last
Oh,
week.
true. It is last week. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
The Thanksgiving episode was leaves. Ironically,
Yeah.
we did not plan that whatsoever.
It just was the next one on the list.
Oh, also, I want to say this on the podcast, on the show,
Mhm.
just in case anyone's listening. So we're on YouTube. I don't know where you found us or how you found us, but thanks for sticking around.
Mhm.
We are
Even
on
3 minutes in.
yeah, we're on. You can find us on YouTube at our channel, Everything Objectified. You can find us on iTunes. Our show is Everything Objectified, and Spotify, Everything Objectified. And you can follow our official Twitter page at We Objectify.
Yeah.
And
And-
that is where all of the official news will
We do have
come
an
from.
Instagram too. It's Everything Objectified.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this. You guys do a lot of work without
Yeah.
me.
I don't know if anything has been posted yet.
Okay, well,
I
If you-
can work on that.
Okay.
that's fine. I don't know how Instagram works. I'm
Yeah, I know.
I'm the
Who
only one
knows?
of the
Yeah.
3 of us that doesn't have an Instagram.
It's okay. I don't have a Twitter or Facebook. So.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm running the Twitter. Okay. So last week the topic was leaves. Let's go over the notes for that.
Let's go.
So first thing, for some reason we were talking about Mythbusters again. I think this is the 3rd episode in a row we've talked about Mythbusters.
Was it within the notes or
No,
from
it
the
was
previous
definitely-
episode, or
I,
was it separate?
so I believe in the 2nd episode we were talking about Mythbusters,
Yeah.
and then in the notes for the episode of last week we talked about
Yes.
Mythbusters.
And there was
There was a
for the note?
discrepancy, so
Oh,
now
there's-
I have to address
okay.
something
Okay.
else.
Okay.
Yes.
I couldn't remember what Carrie's last name was. It's Carrie Byron.
Okay.
So-
Byron.
Now,
not a big deal, but
not a huge deal,
Yeah.
but I was mad at myself, so I had to address it. The B team, Carrie Byron, Grant Imahara, Tori Belleci.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. More about Mythbusters. I don't know why we were talking about this. It's been a while.
Yeah.
The B team of Mythbusters was originally introduced throughout the 2nd season of the show.
Okay,
The first
okay.
season was just Adam and Jamie.
They probably need more help.
Yeah, well, they were. So I think what was happening was that they were just working around the shop doing
Mhm.
behind the scenes stuff,
Yeah.
and they just gradually became a part of the show because they, it's like a film, like a documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were gradually introduced throughout the 2nd season, and they left in 2014 to go do their own show on Netflix eventually called The White Rabbit Project. Adam and Jamie left after the 2016 season, and there was one more season after that with 2 other dudes. I didn't write down their names because they were not important.
Okay.
I agree.
And then the show was canceled after that.
Like it's dead now.
I believe the show is not on the air.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But
So,
as we
I
talked about
thought-
last week, Adam's doing his own thing.
I thought
Yeah, Adam's
I thought them 2 left before the B team left. I thought the B team carried this show for a while.
I thought so as well, but no.
They left first.
They left
Interesting.
first. Yeah.
So maybe that was the reason for them leaving the show.
like Like
That, like-
the reason for Adam and Jamie leaving the
Yeah.
show? I don't know, maybe. It's possible. But they also didn't really interact that much.
they didn't leave at the same time.
No, they didn't leave at the
I
same
mean, they
time.
didn't interact face to on our
on
perception.
camera, sure.
Yeah.
But you could also see that there was, at least I could see, because I watched the show a lot, there was some tension between Jamie and Tori, and between Adam and Tori.
Huh.
There was like some creative things there or scientific things, I guess you should say,
Gotcha.
that like they didn't agree with, and they butted heads quite a bit.
Interesting.
So
Never noticed
that's
that.
just something I picked up over years of watching the show.
Like-
It could be absolutely nothing.
Like,
Yeah,
would
I
it
know.
just be like they would make a comment during the episode?
Yeah, you know how, so they have like these little scripted intermittent things that
Yeah.
are like, okay, so here's what we're doing now,
Mhm.
and then they would like show clips
When
of,
they're standing around the
when they're
table
actually-
discussing what's
exactly,
happening. Yeah.
exactly. And usually it's like when the show is like a topical show, and it's like the blank, like the Star Wars episode,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
you know, the action movie episode,
Mhm.
and there would be like, they would say just like little offhanded comments that I'm like, wow, maybe those two like actually don't get along. But again, like, this is all conjecture.
Yeah.
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
No.
They could be best friends
Yeah.
for all I know. I have no idea. But either way. Okay, next thing.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah. Next thing. We were discussing the Fahrenheit. That I made a note for myself to figure out the origins of the Fahrenheit scale
Yes,
and why
okay.
the United States uses it.
Mhm.
Here we go. The Fahrenheit scale was implemented by Dutch, German, Polish physicist Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit. He attempted to make a temperature scale that, in contrast to the Celsius scale, was more granular. So it, you know, for
Gotcha,
each degree, it meant a little less than the Celsius scale.
Okay.
So two initial reference points were a mixture, where one was a mixture of ice water and ammonium chloride, which was, I believe, 0 degrees, and the human body temperature, which he labeled as 96 degrees.
Mm.
That was initial.
Okay.
Later, the scale was based off ice's boiling point and ice's boiling point and ice's melting point,
Mm-hmm.
which would be 180 degrees apart from each other at
Mhm.
32 and 212.
180 degrees Fahrenheit.
No, 180 degrees Fahrenheit apart from each other.
Okay,
Apart
got
from
it. I was just making
32.
sure that we were-
32 degrees Fahrenheit and 212 degrees
Gotcha.
Fahrenheit.
Gotcha.
Originally, only English-speaking countries used Fahrenheit, but during the metrification process in the late 60s and 70s, every country switched over to Celsius, but America stayed Fahrenheit. And there's also like a few territories.
Is there a reason for that?
Why America
Didn't switch.
didn't switch? I could not for the life of me find one reason, but it was like some political act that
Huh.
like in the midst of
We're better
of-
than everybody else.
it was like in the midst of a bill that was passed, it was
Uh-huh.
like,
We're not changing.
we're not changing. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, it was very, very political.
That's surprising.
Very, very interesting.
You made a comment last week, though, last episode, that we'd have to change the measurements on the cars and everything. They're already on the cars for metric. They're
but
just
they're-
underneath miles per hour.
They're in gallons, not liters.
No, not all
Miles
cars
per
have it.
gallon.
Oh, you're talking about for like gas stations.
Everything,
Yeah,
everything that we
Oh,
use.
okay. I thought you
Like
meant
signs and
the
road
speedometer.
Well-
Yeah, no, and some cars don't have it. Like my car only has miles per hour.
Oh,
It
really?
does not have kilometers.
Oh, okay.
Mine does have kilometers.
Yeah,
but-
maybe that's because it's sold internationally.
But my gas gauge tells me my estimated miles to the gallon,
Mm-hmm.
but not miles to the liter.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you would have to
probably-
change
yeah.
gas
And it would be-
prices to
and it would be kilometers
dollars
per
per
liter.
liter.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. Kilometers per liter.
Yeah.
true.
You know.
And then everybody has to understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be a change, but if we just changed with everybody else,
if we just changed in the '60s, you know,
like
we
like everybody else,
like
who's being
everybody
normal.
else. Yeah. Okay. The French movie that Richard was discussing was called The Untouchables.
Yes.
Would you mind pronouncing that in French for me?
Les Intouchables.
Thank you.
That's
Okay.
what it is. It's
Next-
really good movie.
Okay.
Highly recommend.
Yeah. Next thing. Harry Potter weekend is instead of being on ABC Family and
Oh
Freeform,
my god!
It's
It's
on-
Sci-Fi.
it's on USA and Sci-Fi. Now Kevin was like, it's on USA and it's on something.
Sci.
It's on
Something Sci.
something Sci. It's SY something. And I was like, maybe he means the Science Channel, but I couldn't remember. It was this. It's the Sci-Fi.
Sci-Fi.
Yep, it's this. It's USA and Sci-Fi. And the funny thing is, they play them at the exact same time. USA and Sci-Fi, they play at the exact same time. Like commercials line up exact. It's the same thing.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Next thing.
We had Harry Potter weekend.
We watched it recently.
We watched it
We watched
the weekend before Thanksgiving. So
Yeah, you're right.
not this past weekend.
I think it was on
the
Friday.
Weekend
We
before.
watched Goblet of Fire.
I watched a lot of them.
We watched up to Deathly Hallows Part 1.
I watched Deathly Hallows Part 2 too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Wow.
I mean, you weren't there. That's why.
No, yeah. That's why I don't remember. Next thing. We were talking about NBC's Thursday night lineup. And I don't know why, but here it is.
Is it now? The current one?
No,
or
no.
Okay, back-
This is the
OG times.
Yeah, so every generation has their primetime television, and like originally it was TGI Fridays, and not the restaurant, but the TGIF,
Yeah,
like, on ABC or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't actually know. I'll look. That'll be a note for next week. But and then we had like our Nickelodeon thing, like Zoe 101 and Drake and Josh, and those Teen Nick and Night.
Awesome, yeah.
But our generation's NBC primetime Thursday night lineup was in varying orders and varying years, but it consisted of the shows My Name is Earl, Scrubs, The Office, 30 Rock, Community, and Parks and Rec.
Oh my god.
Wow. That lineup, though.
Yeah. So NBC killed it.
They were
from
really knocking it out of the park.
2006 to 2012, like absolutely dominated. Have you guys watched My Name is Earl? That one kind of goes under the radar. It was on Netflix for a long time.
I haven't watched like half of them, but like I know those names. Like
My Name is Earl is incredible. Scrubs, obviously, you guys know, is like one of my favorite shows. Community and
The Office.
The Office. I haven't seen
Parks
30
and
Rock,
Rec.
but it's like a similar.
No, I've never watched 30 Rock.
It's a very, very similar type of comedy to The Office and Parks and Rec. It's a really good show. It's just an interesting concept because 30 Rock is about making shows at NBC starring all of the people that made shows at NBC.
That's so funny.
It's just so funny.
That's funny.
Okay. Next and final thing.
That's it?
Yep, this is it.
Oh, okay.
I said that 35 was my local Discovery channel. I was wrong. It was 31.
What, when you went home you saw?
No, I just remembered. I was
I
said 35 and I was like,
that's not right.
That's not right.
31.
What are you talking about, Dylan?
31 was Discovery. 35 was something else. I don't know.
That's crazy. 31 was your
maybe.
Discovery?
Yeah. 30 was, I think Sci-Fi. 31 was Discovery Channel. 32 was something I don't know. 33 was Nick. And everything else didn't matter.
33 was
49
Nick
was
for me.
Cartoon Network.
Disney Channel was 1. 30, did I say, what did I just say?
You just said Disney Channel.
31,
which was a
31 was Disney Channel. I realized I just skipped the number there for a second. I was like, what? And they were all lined up. 31 was Disney, 32 was Cartoon Network, and 33 was Nick. So I spent a lot of my years just sitting in those three channels.
Yeah. It is the same.
Gotcha.
All right.
So
Today's topic,
I think it's Kevin's turn. So
Yeah.
Kevin, what's the topic this week?
It's going to be water bottles. Just water bottles in general. I really just want to be honest, I wanted to head down the road of water.
So why don't you just have your topic as water?
We had one of our topics
Because
was
water
ice.
was ice. One of the topics was ice.
Oh.
So I didn't want it to just be another state of water.
Okay, well, that's fine. This week can be vapor. I don't care.
So I'd prefer to. We're gonna say topic is water bottles, but
it's like our topics could be anything, but we choose the 4 weeks we've had shows.
It's just like
It's
states
just
of
different
matter.
States of matter.
States of water. It's states of water. But okay, so topic's water bottle.
Yeah, but so jumping right to
I mean,
what
just
I want to talk about.
just talk about whatever you want.
Yeah. So, like, I find it curious when I don't drink water, and my sister also made this comment when we were home. When I don't drink water for a certain amount of time, I get headaches. It's almost like I consider myself almost addicted to water.
That's called dehydration.
So
no, but like to the extreme. Like I used to not drink a lot of water, and I would be fine for extended amount of times. And now that I drink water so consistently, when I go a half an hour without water, it's kind of like, oh my god, my head is. I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious because I know you're all dependent on water too.
Yeah.
We all are.
Between the three of us, we drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
But that being said, I see a lot of people like involved in the frat that aren't regular water drinkers, and I've like been curious enough to ask, like, so do you get headaches?
Because I get them constantly.
The answer is no, they don't. They don't even think about it. They drink regular people that aren't addicted to water drink regular drinks on during meals, and will have the occasional soda or whatever. But they'll drink like Gatorade or whatever during meals, maybe water, maybe seltzer or a beer. But they just don't get headaches.
It's just because our body's used to like us having so much water.
That's
and,
it,
like,
exactly.
That's why I say we're addicted to it.
Well, it's not that you're addicted, it's just you're used to it. And, like, if you stop it for a while, you'll, like...
You get dehydrated.
You get dehydrated, but, like, if you stop it for, like, a month or two, you will probably stop getting the headaches.
Yeah.
Like,
but the second I get my headache, I'm like, I need to drink some water.
Stop drinking, like, water, Yeah. But, like, water bottles. I have the biggest water bottle. Just, like, weird.
Oh, he's flexing on us.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, but, like, okay. Yeah, I used to have a small water bottle. It was, like, maybe...
It was way too small.
It was small. It was...
You're talking about the one you had last year?
Last year, yeah. It was smaller...
It holds 8 ounces of water. I filled
Which
it up in that small bottle.
Which, was that mine?
The one that you have that I have?
Yeah. It's smaller than a regular plastic water bottle, like a Poland Spring water bottle. It's smaller than that. It holds less than that.
I
drank it in 2 gulps.
Yeah. It said 8 ounces.
It was like 8.9 or something.
But like, so, on the new fridge I got at home,
as
I fill it up, it counts.
Oh, it gives the ounce count? Yeah.
So, like, at 8, it was at the top, and I would have to drink some of it just so I could put the top back on.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that bottle is very small.
It's tiny, but the one I have now is a Hydro Flask, 21 fluid ounces.
Yeah.
621 milliliters for everyone outside the U.S.
Yeah.
But I like it so much more. I get so many more gulps out of it, and I'm not so worried about where all the water fountains are.
And like you don't have to refill that often.
I don't have to refill that. Yeah, it's so nice.
Great.
Yeah, you probably see it the most.
Yeah, I just like fill it up and I'm out.
Yeah, for like the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Your Brita you literally empty the Brita into your water.
Yeah, like half the Brita's gone. Like when I fill up my water bottle.
Yeah,
which is great. Funny thing is, so Kevin wasn't there when we talked about this previously, but we were talking about thermos water bottles, Dylan and I. And I thought that was a very interesting topic.
It was like one of our test topics.
Yeah.
To see if the show would actually work.
Mm-hmm. And we talked about very interesting things. Yeah, well Kevin was asleep.
I had to go to work.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Kevin has
work.
Okay, Kevin has work. We should have a count for every time that Kevin mentions
that I have to go to work.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's literally my day.
Or like he missed something because he was sleeping because of work.
Yeah, okay. I like this count. All right.
Well, are we gonna start a timer for this too?
Not a timer.
No,
just a count. Yeah. I don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm gonna do some sort of statistics with it.
Okay. Are you gonna go back to like the previous episodes and like count how many times we talked about it?
Are we?
No, because I don't want to listen to them.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So
already listened to them enough.
So you're not. It's been once already. So
yeah, been once. Okay.
You want me to write it down for you? I'll keep track of myself.
No, we'll probably just keep track.
Yeah, I got it.
It's not that hard.
You're doing enough.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's fine.
What are you talking about?
I don't really... thermos water bottles.
Yeah.
So, like,
I can't live without mine, personally.
Really? You just like ice cold water?
Yeah, like, the water bottle Kevin has is like a plastic. It's like a hard plastic, but it doesn't look like it insulates the temperature.
It holds pretty well. I mean, it's not. It's not like that. It's not like a hard metal where it like holds that heat or holds that.
Mine doesn't sweat either. Does yours sweat?
No, mine does not. Sweat.
Mine sweats.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
that's how you know it's not thermos.
Yeah.
So even if it does, it probably does hold the temperature because it's airtight.
Yeah, I mean, like,
but like not for like 3 days.
No, I still got a piece of my bad boy.
Yeah,
JK.
It stays cold for so long.
It would hold ice for a very long time.
No, that would melt. Because I'm not gonna say the word, but the water bottle I received from my employment,
right,
is bigger than the Swell one. That's why I use it.
Yeah, I noticed. It is big.
Yeah,
it's a nice size.
Yeah, but I also drink it quick enough that it's not really getting room temperature by the time I finish the drink.
Makes sense.
So it's like hard plastic, but it's just thin enough that I've seen you drop it a few times, and I was like, that's the end of that.
Yeah, I've winced so many times when I've dropped it. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, but then like you just pick it up and you empty it by drinking it, and then you just start tossing it in your hands, right? Like,
you drop it again. My water, oh my god, my water bottle makes the loudest noise.
Yours does it have a dent in it? Does it have one dent in it?
Yes, because I dropped it in a parking lot. I've dropped it many times. I've dropped it in Pisby once, or like, okay, like no one knows what that means. But like, it's the
science building.
The science building. And like, you guys know the architecture is like a very open, like, thing. And I literally, it was very quiet, and I was like tying my shoe, bent over, and the water bottle falls out of my thing, and it was like the loudest bang ever. And my
that building is a very quiet building.
I know, yeah,
it is.
I was just like, rip.
Did he say something?
Yeah, he was like, "Wow, that was loud," and I was like, "Yep, that was hella loud."
That's happened to me so many times. I've leaned over with my water bottle, and
it just slips out,
it's going, and you're like, oh no.
So like when something like that happens to you guys, do you like do something or say something to like make up for it, and just be like, yeah, sorry, or like, because anytime something like that happens to me, I'll almost always like make like a noise, like sometimes I'll just be like, it'll happen, and even if it doesn't hurt me or anything, I'll just say, ouch, or just I'll be like, oof.
I just like, I started like, yikes.
Yeah.
I was just like, yikes. Or like, I stare at my friend and just like, for 5 seconds, and then pick it up.
Or like, maybe even to like make that seem less, like, to like downplay that a little bit, you just stand up and scream. To just like make it even louder noise.
Really funny.
Yeah.
That would be something really funny
just
to do.
You see it falling. Distract everybody from the falling water bottle. Think the world's ending.
No, I should be like, oh, let's drop it again. Just drop it.
Yeah, from a higher height.
Yeah. It's so loud.
It is. Yeah, it's a little loud.
And it just like, it's like a bell too. Like it
continues to vibrate.
Yeah, it like continues to vibrate.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. When I first got the water bottle and like dropped it, I was like, what the heck is wrong with this water bottle?
Yeah.
But now I love it. It's so funny.
I was in like a fugue state last night, like between sleep and dream, and that thing woke me up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You dropped the water bottle last night?
No, he like took a drink and put it back on the ground. And it was like,
put it down a little too hard.
Yeah,
this woke up a little bit.
The solid concrete floor under this carpet.
I know. This carpet that's maybe half
if you're lucky, it's half an inch.
Yeah,
it's like a quarter of an inch.
Yeah, it's small. It's thin. I mean,
I mean, our floors aren't actually that cold.
No, I mean,
which I'm surprised.
That's true. Yeah, like even the
the
hardwood isn't that bad.
Well, because like we're kind of like
really
there's
high
like
up.
Other floors below us. We're not like the bottom floor. We're like not touching the ground, so
sure,
it doesn't get that cold.
I'm surprised that this room, even like that this whole apartment, even when we have the air conditioning off, that it doesn't heat up more. I don't know where all the air is going.
It heats up pretty quickly sometimes.
It does, like when we're watching a movie or something, like it does heat up, but like when we do a podcast, we turn off the air conditioning.
Yeah, it's loud.
It doesn't, like this room doesn't heat up that much. Like
It doesn't cool down much either.
I
mean like without the AC on. Like it's like winter right now, and like if we don't,
well, that's because we're high up.
I guess, but
and
like,
we're receiving all the heat from the whole building. Not the whole building, because there's a little bit of a floor above us, but like we're taking a lot of the heat from the building.
I guess, but like I
Hot
still
air
feel like
rises.
the windows should like.
I mean, if you
Get
put
some-
your hand against the window, it's probably cold.
Test.
I've never actually done that before.
Hypothesis, is the window cold?
Yes.
I bet, yeah.
I would classify that as cold.
Window cold.
Window cold, hypothesis proven.
It is
Now
now.
write your two-page report on
Yeah.
it.
Thanks, Mythbusters, for teaching me the scientific method.
Great.
Yeah. Where'd you get your water bottle? Did you just buy it on Amazon?
No.
Because that's what I thought.
That's actually funny. Why don't you guys take a guess where I got my water bottle?
Well, I was just gonna say
What
Amazon. That's
brand
my
is
guess.
It's not Amazon.
What
Keep
brand?
guessing.
What brand is it?
There's no. I don't think there's a brand.
Oh, Walmart,
Not Walmart.
the Drexel bookstore.
That's not
No.
a Drexel bookstore. That's too good for a Drexel bookstore buy.
The funny thing is, you know my old water bottle. I was really upset when I lost it last year.
that thing was huge too.
That was not that big. That was not as big as this, and it was like just plastic. It was not a thermos either.
Yeah,
I really like that water bottle because like
It's
like-
green.
like- yeah, and it was like I got it at like my Marine Lab thing, so it had some like
Sentimental value.
yeah. That was very sad, but like it's okay. Now I got that
Did you buy it in store or online?
in store.
You bought that thing in person.
Yeah.
I could have sworn that it came in a.
Nope,
Like-
that was the lid to my old water bottle.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right about that. Okay. Proven. You got me there. I don't know. Walmart, Target,
Somewhere close.
close to here.
Yeah, because like I didn't.
You bought it. He bought it in Philly.
Yeah, bought it here. It was not Target or Walmart.
Is it in U City?
Yes. It's kind of like I was surprised.
Starbucks?
No, I was surprised they actually had that. If it was at Starbucks, there would definitely be like a Starbucks mark or
watermark.
something. Yeah.
Was
I'll
it
tell
on
you guys.
Nelson?
I don't know. CVS.
CVS.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
But they don't
Makes
have it
sense.
anymore, which is like.
Wait, you tried to buy
surprising.
another one?
I wanted to see if they had more because they had like different colored ones. They had a blue one and a pink one. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, what about the
And this was like
I would have bought that pink one too.
I had they had like other plastic water bottles and I had one in my hand, but this was like above the checkout thing, and I was like, I'm getting that. I ran back to the back corner of the store, which they had where they had the plastic water
I know
bottles.
exactly
Put that back,
what you're talking
and then
about.
got this and like bought it. It was like kind of expensive. It was like $16 or something.
Yeah,
Did
CVS
you
is
say
pretty
60
expensive.
or 16?
16.
Okay, I was about to say $60 for water.
No, mine. I have a Hydro Flask, and it's actually engraved. It has my local surf shop on it
Mhm.
engraved,
Mm-hmm.
and it I got a half off. They have a yearly sale, and it was half off, so I got it there. And it was probably about the same. It was probably like 16. No, I think it was 12. Yeah, it was 12. Half off. It was 12
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why was it half off?
because they have their yearly sale.
Oh, you just said that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It's all right. It's just like it's a dumb sale, but it like happens in August every year. It's like a huge tourist thing.
Yeah.
But you got to go every year, and you got to spend at least $100.
It's like Black Friday.
It is. It's huge. It's like it's such a big deal.
I love
And
Black Friday.
they have multiple stores like all over the beaches in South Jersey, like all along the island. So like it's such a huge deal. So you can't go to Ocean City, you can't go to Sea Isle like on these days because like it's just absolutely packed
Yikes.
with tourists trying to get all their stupid merch.
Mm-hmm. Today's Cyber Monday.
Today is Cyber Monday.
Dylan,
We're recording
I know-
on Cyber Monday.
Yeah, I know Richie bought stuff. Did you buy anything for Black Friday?
The only thing I bought was Settlers of Catan, but it wasn't even on sale.
Okay.
I just bought it because I played my first game of Settlers over on Thanksgiving with my cousin, and it was incredible. And 3 hours went by in a half hour. It was amazing. Like I can't wait to play that game.
It's a dangerous game.
It's
to play.
oh my god, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. I can't wait to play.
I've never played it before.
You're gonna have so much
it's
fun.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's like so original too. Like
I'm
I've
excited.
never played a game like it.
I'm excited.
Also kind of expensive for a board game. It's like $45.
Board
Yeah,
games
Monopoly
are-
is like pretty expensive
board
too.
games are
I
expensive.
got Monopoly at Walmart for $20, and that was full price. It wasn't on sale.
Huh.
$20 bill, no tax on that guy.
Did you get like the original whatever.
Original Monopoly. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. $20.
Huh. That's crazy.
That's
pretty
pretty
more
lit.
expensive.
No, yeah, $20 at Walmart.
I also played a lot of chess this Thanksgiving.
Ooh, I'm a big fan of chess.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know why, but my friend, he has 2 sets of Monopolies, and no one plays Monopolies in their house. They haven't touched that board in, like, 5 years.
I have 2 sets of Monopoly.
And then they also have 2 sets of chess boards, and no one plays chess.
I love chess.
I love chess. Chess is, like, such a strategic game, and it's, like, you're in so much control.
You are.
When you're, like, in control.
So, like, there are, like, a lot of people play chess, like, in leagues, too, when you get real serious about chess. You've seen them, like, hit the timer on the side of the table, because, like, it, you know,
I did that.
It's a timed game. But I don't like to play like that. I like to play with as much time as possible. I hate when people rush me when I play chess. I like to take maybe like 10 minutes per turn, just thinking about every outcome of every move.
Yikes.
Like, that's how I like to play chess. Seriously, it's all in my head.
Do you know, like, the world best chess player?
No,
like,
I don't.
Yeah, no.
He's like, his name is like Carl Magnus or something. I don't know if it's Carl, but like his name is definitely Magnus, and he's like English, I think. And he's played 10 people at the same time facing the other direction.
What?
So he like stands up and is facing the other direction, and he like calls out.
Oh, so somebody moves it for him?
Yeah. But he remembers every single board that he's
insane.
playing. 10 people at the same time. And I was like, holy
So does
crap.
he turn around after they make their move?
No, he doesn't turn around at all.
So he's playing blind the whole time?
Yeah.
Does he do the same move for every single person?
No. Well, yeah, no.
Win?
Yeah, he wins.
I would think he would just do the same thing because it's an unbeatable move or something. Like, I feel like you have...
unbeatable move.
There's one.
It depends on, like, what
but
your
it needs to be
opponent's
set
doing.
up.
So it's not unbeatable.
No, but it's not like it's not like it needs to be set up by you, the player, but your opponent needs to do this.
And I'm sure...
And then, would it be like, if your opponent knows about this, then wouldn't he be able to avoid it?
Right, but not everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
If you're
if
you're any adequate chess player, you're gonna know not to move the pawn in front of your queen in space.
Yeah.
Because then your bishop can just go right there and you checkmate in one move.
Yeah.
2 moves.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
2 moves.
Wait, you're talking about the 2-move checkmate or the...
2 move.
2 moves.
Yo, but like, that's like the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, I know. Any adequate chess player is going to know it.
Yeah, and like...
And that's the first thing I look for.
Because if
someone does it, I'm like, yeah, wow, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid. But chess is so fun, though.
So strategic.
Mm-hmm.
But just wait till you play Catan.
Oh my god.
Is it like a strategy game, too?
Yeah.
Is there like...
It's about developing like your personal society and like your roads and all that
your
stuff.
Settlement. Yeah,
your settlement.
How big is the board?
How big's the board?
It could get big.
It's different every time.
Oh.
Yeah.
You could also do different types of, like, you could choose ones with the ocean, without the ocean. You could play multiples.
Oh, wow. So you have, like, your own kingdom? Are you, like, trying to defeat the other people?
We're all playing against each other.
Yeah, but you can also make alliances and make deals with people.
Oh, crap.
You need to make deals with people because, like, you need
resources
like,
that I don't have. That
have. Like, I need clay to build a road because you need clay to build a road.
But I own all the territories with clay in it.
Well, that wouldn't happen. But say I run out of clay, but I need to build a road this turn, or else I'm going to lose. So I got to make a deal with someone that's got clay, or else I'm booted, or else I'm out.
How many people get to play?
Up to 4 usually, but you can buy an expansion that brings it up to 6.
Oh, wow.
Oh. You guys should be familiar with alliances. Everybody playing against me.
So yesterday we played a game of Monopoly on the Nintendo Switch. And,
yeah.
And Kevin won like fair and square, while I went out like pretty soon.
It was the 3 of us and our friend Veronica, who we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, and basically I was like about to lose, and I was kind of tired of the game, so I decided to give everything to Veronica, who was, I wouldn't say she was like
She wasn't doing
like,
horrible.
She was like
She's probably in second
to
place.
last. Yeah, second to last place. Like, if we were considering like the cash value of everything, she was definitely second to last place. So I gave everything I had to her and bankrupt myself.
Which I was mad about because you owed me like $300 in rent, and
Yeah,
I only got
but then-
$2 of it or something.
No, you
Like
only
that
got like
would have saved
$1.
me. You got I got $1.
Yeah, but then Veronica
Same thing.
had the same situation as me, and then gave everything to Dylan. So basically, Dylan had all the properties that we like us three owned, and then
Still kicked your ass.
Kevin still won.
I just gotta say this, Kevin.
He was lucky.
If I didn't, this happens in every game of
Let's
Monopoly.
go. Let's play again. Let's go.
If we had a real board, I would play right now.
Yeah,
I would.
yeah.
I would, instead of doing this podcast, I would leave the mic on and just play a game of Monopoly.
Yeah,
You
I
get
would
to
too.
listen to us bicker over a game of Monopoly. I think no.
I don't even
totally
think that would be a bad
totally-
idea.
I totally agree that a physical board is much different than
It is
playing on
definitely
that
much
game.
better.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
wait,
so
I gotta
much
say,
more
I
fast-paced.
had a thought.
Okay.
I know this happens in every game of Monopoly where someone's just like, you know what? F it. We're done. I'll just, whatever. It's
Here,
fine.
take
You
it.
win.
Just whatever,
You
I'm
win.
done.
What? Just take all my money. You
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
You know, and that happened to me last night because I mortgaged like 4 properties and I still didn't have enough for rent, but I had half the properties on the board. So I just, like, if I had gotten to a point where I could pay the rent, it was like $800 worth of rent. If I paid that rent and then you landed on something like Boardwalk, like if the game could have kept going.
Yeah.
It could have kept going.
But
we were
just like
so-
in
we were
every
so
other
over
game
it.
of Monopoly, I was
It's
just
just
so
the- it's
over
the-
it
yeah.
at
'Cause,
that point.
Yeah, like
We've
I
been
didn't have
playing
to,
for 2.5 hours.
No, like I could have stayed in for like maybe another hour.
Exactly, but you were
But
just
like
so
I was just
over
like
it.
I was just like
you could have
yeah.
you could have just
I could have
laid,
like
you
like
could have
mortgaged
laid low,
everything
yeah.
and then like kept everything, sold maybe one thing, and like kept going. Maybe land in jail for a few rounds.
And a similar thing happens like when the 3 of us teamed up on Kevin. A similar thing happens in Catan where you're like, at first you're all like, ooh, we gotta do our own thing.
Yeah.
But then like it comes to a point when you're like, when you see that one person who's gonna win, and then you just like, what can we do to
like
make this person not win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that's like the like the next objective of the whole rest of the game.
Just make this one person not win.
Yeah.
And then whoever else is in first, the other people
Yeah,
just
basically
stand
we
up.
all win.
Yeah.
It's either one person wins or everyone else wins.
True.
Yeah.
But I came out victorious. The only,
Oh my
the
god.
only winner.
I was so sad when I saw you guys walk downstairs.
Why?
I saw you guys, I was like,
The game's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like kind of excited to come back up to see the outcome.
You really just kind of threw the
I was
towel in.
so over
Yeah.
it. We were up here for like 2 minutes maybe.
You probably had like
By ourselves.
$500 more worth of property.
I just
and
didn't care.
Yeah,
I just,
honestly, at that point.
and
I was just so over the game. I just wanted to play on the board so bad
Yeah.
and like hold the properties in my hand. And I'm a huge proponent of like digital media, but Monopoly is such a board game.
I should have like told you to bring your Monopoly. You came back.
I know I forgot.
I could have brought my Monopoly.
I just forgot.
Could
My
have brought
parents-
my Settlers Catan.
My parents
I
are
got a lot
coming
more
in
games.
on the 16th, right before break starts,
Uh-huh.
so I can ask them to bring it in then, or I can just bring it in like
Yeah,
when I come
after.
back from Christmas break.
Yeah.
I'll be
Oh,
so
well,
leaving.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to stay here.
I'll be
Oh,
back
no.
on the. When are you coming back after Christmas?
26.
I'll be here on the 26th.
Really?
Yeah, I come back. Oh no, I don't. I won't be.
Where are you going?
I get back from Israel on the 26th.
Oh, true.
But
When do you leave?
The 16th.
Okay, so 10 days.
Yeah, 10 days.
Oh, that's cool.
10 days officially, but we have more like 9.
Yeah, because like travel.
Well,
Yeah.
you got travel, yeah.
Yeah, but that first day we don't
Do anything.
we don't sleep.
Oh.
Was
No.
what I was gonna say.
No.
So
That's
Sleeps for the week.
our flight is at 6:30 from JFK Airport in New York,
Mhm.
and we leave here at 10:30. And there's a shuttle that gets us to JFK at a certain time, and then we wait around and we have to go.
Check in.
Security is so tight for Israel,
Yeah, I bet.
especially for a dude that looks like I do.
Mhm.
So, and then the flight is at 6:30, and then so we get there around 8:30 in the morning.
Mhm.
So there's no sleep. That's a full day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
You need to get global entry.
It's still not for this particular flight because it's with an organization.
Oh, true.
So
But like when you come back, it's so easy. If you it's just like boop, and then you scan, and you're like done.
It probably does alleviate so much.
It does.
But I'm also not a huge international traveler. This is my
That's true.
first time outside the country.
Really?
Yeah, I got my passport for this occasion specifically.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know. I cannot wait.
Excited.
I cannot wait.
I have to renew my passport.
I'm curious to see what your passport picture looks like.
I have
Passport
my
pictures,
passport.
I love looking at passport.
I have my
You've seen
passport
all
with
three
me. I
of
can
my
show it to
passport
you later.
pictures.
I have, yeah.
I have it with me because I gotta go get it renewed. So I'm gonna do it on like a Saturday one day.
Have you ever been outside the country?
Where'd you gonna go to like US?
Well, why'd you have a passport?
Just for identification.
Yeah, people have a passport just for identification.
I mean, but also I want to get it done. I mean, this is a little preemptive, but for study abroad.
Yeah.
True.
No,
That's
but
smart.
it's better to
That's
do
smart.
it.
Yeah, do it now in case I do run into some weird issue.
Yeah, I mean, Birthright asked for my passport picture.
Like the day you made
Yeah.
tried to do it.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 months before the trip.
Yeah.
In August. So
Better
have it done earlier.
Yep.
Do you have something to say?
No. I'm just stretching.
Okay.
I have my hand up. And
That's a
they're just-
classic
Yeah, that is
they're just like-
classroom tropes,
They're,
man.
they're just like looking at me, and then I'm just like stretching. It's funny.
Teacher goes, do you have a question? No, I was just stretching.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you really do have a question, but
You're just like-
you don't understand it so much you can't even ask a question.
Like
Yeah.
this.
Sometimes I have a question, but I disguise it as a stretch
Mhm.
because teachers way more often call on the dude that's stretching than the dude
True.
that actually has a question.
That's true. Which is
So
kind
I'm
of
like,
sad.
so just start stretching. Dylan, do you have a question? Yeah, actually.
I was stretching, but sure, I'll ask a question too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a question in mind.
That's something I've run into a lot, at least here.
What?
Like I'll be like learning something, and they'll be like,
Classic.
anybody goes, and
Learning
the teacher
things.
goes, anybody got any questions? I'm sitting there like,
Do I have a question? Do I have a question?
I have so many questions, but I understand it's so little. I can't even ask. I can't even ask a question about it.
So what is a number?
Yeah,
It's just like,
exactly.
can you just explain everything
Everything.
again?
That's literally what I do when I go to office hours. That's like
Yeah.
why I have to go to office
So
hours.
the lecture. Just give it to me again.
But this time, make it make sense for me.
Yeah. You know that one dude in lecture that's like, hey, can you go back to that one slide
Oh my
from
God.
like 20 minutes ago? Yeah,
And everybody just kind of stares at him like,
Yeah.
are you
There's
kidding?
always that
Yeah,
one
but like
dude
if it
that-
was you, it'd be like, yeah, can you go back to the first slide? And then they go back and it's like,
No,
now start.
No, start.
I know. I feel like I'd be like, no, not from today. From the beginning of the whole class.
Yeah, from week 1. Go
Week
back to
one.
that slide.
Now start.
The thing is, like, in lecture, I'm, like, the one that always get called on because I always make eye contact with the teacher.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I
just, like,
usually don't take notes in lecture. I just
me too.
I, like
I
to
just
listen.
pay attention, too. Like, I take minimal notes if I have to, like, some important points where, like, it's not on any of the notes that they gave us.
Yeah.
I just, like, mark it down a little.
The things they say, the things that a lecture professor says that aren't on the slideshow are the most important things.
Yeah. Or, like,
That's right.
The
If they
slideshow,
write it
you
down.
can see it later.
yeah.
You
So
know?
I'm just, like, I don't even need to take notes on that. I'm just going to listen. But, like, I always make, like, constant eye contact. So they always see me and then ask me the question
Yeah,
that they're
Oh,
about to
no.
ask the class. And I'm like, okay. But I'm usually ready, so it's good. Gucci.
You're probably usually right too.
Oh my god.
Not always.
No, I mean probably 95% of the time.
I would
at least.
imagine.
Some of the times, like, I don't understand what, like, the person's asked. Like, I'm like, this is what you meant, right? Because, like, some of my professors are kind of weird. And I just don't know sometimes half the time what they're asking.
A lot of times, like with a professor, and I don't mean this in any sort of facetious way at all, but like if English is not a professor's first language, it's oftentimes very tough to understand
That's true.
the meaning behind what they're trying to say.
Because
Because they go about English in a different way of thinking, so it's like,
Mm.
you know.
Yeah.
No,
know
I
what you're
totally
talking
get
about.
it.
It's, like, easier for me to, like, I could still
because
understand
because
that.
you
like,
you get the
The
sentence
translation,
structure.
Okay, but like
in other languages.
There's a TA.
So,
he is not
so interesting.
like from another country, but
language.
he's definitely like he's pretty American. I'm pretty sure he's American, like white American, Caucasian, definitely born from here. But like he's our TA, and there was one thing on our data that was like a little bit off. Like our 2 points, they were supposed to be like very close to each other, but it was a little bit off. So he asked us, "So what do you think about this?" And we thought like he meant why there was an error between the 2 numbers. So we kept like trying to explain to him like, cause like we did this like a little bit wrong, and like there's like other factors like friction and stuff. And then he was just like, "No, like what do you think about this?" And we were like, "What the fuck are you trying to say?" And then what he wanted was, "They're very similar." And we were like, "Holy shit, are you fucking kidding me?" Like, of course they're similar. They have like really close numbers. That's what you wanted us to say. I freaking hate our TA.
So like, what he was trying to say is like,
yeah, he does not know how to ask questions.
I don't even know how I'd phrase that. Like, what do you notice about these things?
Yeah, like
that would be the most logical way to say it.
They're very
yeah.
What do you think about this?
Yeah, I know.
What do you think about this?
We were
So
like,
how does this make you feel?
yeah, I know. I know. And we were like, yeah, there's an error, and we think because like friction and stuff. He's like, no. Like, what do you think about it? like I was like, I literally straight up.
I'll tell you what I think about it.
I literally straight up told him. I have no clue what the fuck you're asking me. Cause like, I was like, what the fuck? I literally just answered your question. Like, you just asked me the exact same thing. I don't know what to say.
But he just like puts a different emphasis. No. What do you think about
yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
Because that makes a big difference in the sentence.
What do you think about it?
It. Did he say it or them?
What do you think about these numbers? I was like, okay.
Oh. Yeah, that would. Yeah, I would start rambling about how I made mistakes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm usually the one that does everything in my group, and then like I was like trying to explain, and then my someone in my lab group was like also trying to help me explain after like
he didn't respond to it.
Yeah, and we were like I was so confused. It was stupid, but I hate RTA.
Yeah.
It's just like,
is he one of those TAs? Like, seriously, the best thing that a professor or a teacher can do is if they like ask a question and you wind up giving the completely wrong answer, is if they cut you off and just say, yeah, like, no, that's not what I was looking for. Because like, if I just start, if a professor is like, so like, what is this? And then you just start rambling and it's like completely, absolutely wrong, and they're just like, yeah, no, that's the, but then they just like move on.
Yeah.
Like a good professor is like just stops you and it's just like, you don't understand, or like, no, that's not what I was looking for.
Yeah, like
you know,
think about
they
it.
don't.
This way.
They don't let you to continue to make an idiot of yourself.
I hate like because then I'm just like, I'm completely wrong, and I'm just gonna keep. This is my mind talking. I'm completely wrong. I'm just gonna keep talking. Talk.
I'll talk it. I'll make it better by just talking more.
Yeah. Let's just talk more. Talk more. And then they're just like, no.
If I keep
like,
talking,
fuck.
you can't see I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Eventually, one thing I say is going to be right.
Yeah, but it never is.
I'll get there eventually.
But you don't.
You never do.
Yeah, that's the sign of a good teacher.
Yeah,
or maybe even an impatient teacher.
Yeah, that's true.
Is a good teacher an impatient teacher?
No, a good teacher is a patient teacher.
Yeah, patient teacher, and like they
then
know
how is that
questions.
a good trait? How is an impatient trait a good teacher?
They're not. That is the sign of a good teacher or an impatient teacher.
Okay, yeah, so it could be both.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, he was my TA, my physics TA, the one I was talking about, like, shit-talking about. He was gone for 2 weeks, and we had a sub, and he was amazing. He, like, asked, like, great questions that actually, like, made us think about, like, what was going on.
You should get an email. His email. Wait, what was his name? His name's Sean?
No.
Oh, Sean's my physics
Mark Davis.
TA.
Mark
He's
Davis.
awesome.
His name is Mark Davis.
Okay.
And my dude
Shout out to Mark Davis.
Yeah, shout out to Mark Davis. Fuck you, Dustin Hill.
Oh, you're donezo.
Damn.
It's fine.
Is he still your TA?
He still is, but like...
Getting called out.
Yeah.
What if
the
he's
one person who's going to listen to the podcast is going to be like,
what if he's
well, enough for Richie this quarter.
What if he's a huge fan of sifting through the games and hobbies podcasts on iTunes?
Yikes. Then we're screwed. Like, I'm screwed.
You're screwed. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
It's fine. Should I, like, put in a good word just in case he actually listens to it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little too late now, so...
No, I'm not doing it.
I mean, if he's sticking around for, 45 minutes into this thing, then...
Well, yeah, we're past 45.
Yeah. There is, like, one listener, I think, from, like, Europe. Shout out to him. Don't know who you are, but...
Did he watch... Has he listened to more than one of them?
Yeah, he has. He has listened to, like, other episodes, too.
So where can you see that? Those
On one of the
statistics and stuff.
I'll show you later.
On the host's website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Very, very interesting.
I like looking at the YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool because, like, you can see how long people watch the videos.
Yeah, I like
and,
that.
like, where we lose them.
Yeah.
So, so that's why I like making these things long, because it's like, I want to see exactly where we lose them.
and see how, like, patient, like, people are.
How
Some
far
people-
we can make... How long we could actually keep them interested in this gibberish.
Some people do last a long time in these videos. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, you made it 50 minutes into this thing? I got trouble.
Yeah.
I
I'm
fell
on the show.
asleep at
No, I
30
think
minutes.
it's, like, hard for us to listen to it, because, like, we know what's coming up. Like,
I
when
know,
we hear
I
it,
can-
we're just like, oh, yeah, I know
But
what's
I
coming
kind of
next.
I liked that a little.
I think it's fun.
I liked, like, oh, here comes that stupid part that where I made myself sound like an idiot.
Yeah,
The thing is, I think it'll be fun, like, a few years later. Like, a year later, if
You're
we
so
re-listen,
right.
yeah,
Listen to
it's
it.
gonna be so
Like,
fun.
even, 10 years, after we graduate and, we're
Oh
all
my
doing
God.
other
Being
things.
adults.
It's
We're all, doing way other things, and we go back and listen to this, and it's like, wow, college was so crazy. Like, look how much time we had.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I remember he started out with DiGiorno.
This is the DiGiorno episode.
DiGiorno.
And, all the stupid ideas we had for the show.
Yeah.
It's going to be so fun to listen to later.
Sticking with our water.
Water bottle. Yeah.
So, even if absolutely no one listens to this show,
We'll listen to it. in 10
we
years
will listen
and
to
enjoy
it later down the road.
Yeah. Yes, we will.
Never lose the link.
Yeah, no.
Or the passwords.
Yeah, the password.
Passwords. I was about to just, split
Don't
say the password.
say it.
Yikes.
Don't say it.
Gotta change your password.
That would have been bad.
We got to change them all.
Oh my god.
What would we change it to?
I don't know. What it is, I don't want to...
Just
what it is
we
right
have to
now.
stop talking
I
about
like,
it.
I like it
Just
because
in
I'm
case
not
it
gonna
slips.
forget it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
We have to stop talking about it just in case we slip.
You're
I
gonna
never
be the one that's
slip.
gonna slip.
Yeah, I never slip.
No, I'm not gonna slip. I actually almost slipped yesterday doing something.
Literally slipped?
No.
Oh.
Said something that I was definitely not supposed to say.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I almost heard it. Does it involve me?
No.
Oh, never mind then.
Does it involve me?
Wait, what is it?
Well, I'll tell you about it later.
Does
Oh,
it
I know. I
involve
definitely know what you're talking about. I know
Who
what
is
you're
it
talking about,
involved?
but that's not what I'm talking about. Okay, this is so.
We're speaking entirely in
Yeah.
pronouns.
No, the funny thing is, when we listen back to this, maybe 10
We
years from
know
now,
exactly.
we might
know
not
exactly
even
what's
remember.
going on.
It would be so hard to
10
remember.
years we'll have no
yeah.
idea
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Well, that means that nobody else knows what's going on either.
Yeah. Okay, that's the thing. If we think 10 years from now we don't know what's going on, that's the thing. Then we have to. Then we have to stop. Fix it.
bring it
Yeah,
back.
bring it back. Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
So-
Reel it in.
So. Water bottles.
Oh.
I actually have you ever thrown a message in a bottle out into the sea before?
No.
No.
It's
Uh-huh.
considered littering.
Technically, yeah, but
Literally.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, what? Are you...
Yeah.
You did?
I think as a kid I did.
I would put my phone number and my email address in there too, just to make sure. That's
But I think I did it once when I was still living in Canada because we live right by the Pacific.
okay.
But I don't know if it actually happened or not. I don't know. But it's just the concept is always so cool because there's so many cool stories about messages in a bottle.
Mm.
I've read one about this person who just randomly got a text 10 years after they threw out their message in a bottle and got a text and was hello, and then the person was who is this, how'd you get my number? And then it was I found your water bottle. Like, I found your message in a bottle.
That's
And they were
so
like,
cool.
what? That's actually like such a cool thing to happen to you.
Yeah.
It would be so, I don't know. It's
Which
just
you,
like
for
a
all
cool
you know,
thing.
in 15 years.
So what was in your message?
I don't remember. It was like, I don't know.
A long time ago?
Kid. Yeah, it was a while ago.
Maybe I will do that.
It was definitely cool. It's like a, what do
Throw
they
in
call
the
it? Like a time, it's like a time capsule, you know?
It is like a time
It
capsule.
is.
I did a time capsule. It was only a 3-year time capsule.
Uh-huh.
But I did it at camp.
Uh-huh.
And,
Did you, did everyone do one?
yeah, it was huge. It was like
Mhm.
camp-wide. Like the campers participated too. It was so cool.
Mhm.
And I wrote my letter. And the first time capsule we did previously was 5 years. And, actually the first one was 3 years. Mine was 5 years. But the first one we did, that was 3 years. They didn't preserve everything properly. So everything came out. And because it, the soil was so fertile and so moist, everything came out and it was, the ink was all runny and it just, so like,
I can read
So
it.
they actually bury it. They don't just put it somewhere.
yeah, we buried it in the ground.
Yeah.
And we made a sign and it was a post and said, here lies the time capsule of this year. It cannot be opened until this date.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then we
That's
dug
so
it up
cool.
that day. I remember the day that we dug it up. It was so cool. I would like,
Yeah.
it was so cool. Because like we didn't exactly remember where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grass had probably grown back
Yeah.
and
It was
everything.
so cool. It was so cool.
That's
I
awesome.
recommend everyone do it. It's just such a cool experience.
Yeah, it is.
And especially reading, like, I forgot exactly what was going through my head on this particular day, but I just wrote about big things that were going on in my life and things that were happening that day, and I wrote about how an ex-girlfriend had, we had just broken up, but she didn't give me back my CDs yet. And I was mad, because I liked those CDs, and one of them was signed
Yeah.
by the artist who sang in it.
Mhm.
And I wrote about that for some reason.
I think we should start a tally about how often you say your ex.
But I saw that in your eyes. when you said that. That's fine. That's a funny tally.
You do it a lot.
At least every episode so far.
I think so.
I think so.
Actually, maybe not the last one,
No,
but
no,
definitely the one before the
But
last
just
two before
seriously, like,
that. Go ahead.
I just have so many stories about.
Yeah. Well,
Really,
yeah. It
it's
happens.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
If you had relationships.
I've had a lot.
I mean,
and
it's a learning experience.
and all of these people that I've been with have been a part of my life and given me lessons that I've learned.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
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 I like this tally.
Yeah.
I approve. I approve.
I'm just
So-
like the other one though. I am not going back to listen to. all
Okay,
the
that's
episodes.
fine. So here's one.
Yes.
1 and 1.
Yeah. So, but time capsules, highly recommend. But so the thing was, they
Yeah, sorry, I
they had
interrupted.
my I didn't actually get to read the full thing because,
It was like damaged.
well, no, it was laminated and it was like
Oh,
good
okay,
in
okay.
good in condition. But the camp sent it to my old address.
Oh.
And I had moved at this point.
Oh.
And I tried to give them my address, but they had already sent it, and I don't know. I think it just got lost in the mail or something, but
Oh.
so I didn't get to read it. So
Oh, that's annoying.
I'm thinking about doing. Oh, I forgot to do this. Damn it! I wanted on my 20th birthday. I wanted to write a letter to myself when I was 40,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
but I forgot.
Writing letters
So
to yourself is very cool too.
I guess I'll do it on my 21st birthday.
I think there's
Actually,
like,
you know what? I
Oh.
might just do it tonight.
I'll write a letter myself for 40-year-old me. Hope you didn't fail at life yet.
Yeah, I just want to, like, honestly, the first thing that I write, the first line is going to be, I hope you're still alive. Because if I don't make it to 40, something either went horribly wrong or horribly right.
Horribly right.
Like, I
True.
lived some sort of incredible adventure, and I, like, went to Mars and died.
you died there,
trying to come
pretty much,
back.
yeah.
Like, seriously, one day, I'm going to, like, take out the whole day
hmm
and write this letter.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, like, 70 pages long. Single
Oh.
spaced.
Single space.
There's going to be a lot of shit here, man. I got a lot to write about. There's a lot going on up here.
Honestly, you could just like start it and like just continue
Have
it for
it
like a week.
continuous.
But then the thing,
And then
okay,
end
conti- for like a week. There
Yeah.
has to be an end
Yeah,
date.
you have to end
because
it. You have to end it.
because
and then
then
print it
it's-
out and then delete it and like put it somewhere.
at a certain point it stops becoming a time capsule and
Yeah.
starts becoming a diary.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Although diaries make for good time capsules as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I feel like diaries, even though you're a consistent person. People don't maintain diaries forever.
No, yeah, they don't.
It's not a very maintainable.
I had a lot of friends in high school that journaled. They were girls, but they called it journaling. Yeah. Still, this is the adult version of writing in a diary.
Yeah. For guys, it was always journaling.
It's journaling. It's a journal.
Yeah.
It's a journal. It's not a diary.
Yeah.
You're writing a book to yourself. Call it whatever you want. It's a diary.
Yeah.
But they stopped when they got to college because for time reasons or whatever. But it was cool.
That's what. Okay, go first. Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
It was cool because my friends had like a Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants kind of idea where they had one diary that they wrote in. And they would write about for a week at a time, and then they would send it to each other. And one friend lived in Miami, one friend lived in South Jersey, and the other lived in Manhattan.
That's really cool.
So it was really interesting.
That's kind of like what I was showing the other day. John Green and Hank Green.
Yeah,
their video vlogs.
I like those. I think that's
like
a really
and it's like they talk about anything.
It's a really good idea.
I know it was like it's so cool. Like just like watching like their videos.
Yeah,
they did a video like 2 days ago about like Hank has a kid that's 2 years old and he just told like the 4 jokes that his kid has told, and it was like so funny. It was just like not even jokes. It's just like he's 2 years old, so like
it's
can't
just
really
things
say words.
He said.
Yeah, it was like one of the jokes was like he said baby, and then he said blue baby, and then chuckled. And I was like, that's so funny.
Oh my god,
that's amazing. Yeah,
kids are so funny.
Yeah. Kids are amazing.
Just like the things they think of.
And then Hank was
everything is such a good idea.
And then Hank was like, it's crazy because he has the same humor as me, and he just came out 2 years ago.
He just came out like he was recently released.
Yeah, he just came into existence 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so like the other thing that I was about to say was that like instead of like keeping diaries and stuff, like a lot of people nowadays have Finstas, and like a lot of Finstas people like just like spew about like life about their lives.
The Finsta is the modern diary.
Yeah, it's like basically the modern diary. That's what I was trying to say.
And, that's an interesting idea, and I agree with it. I didn't think of that until you just said it.
Yeah, I was like thinking about making a Finsta, but like everyone's like, oh, Finstas are for sad people. I'm like, what?
For sad people.
Yeah.
Finstas are for people that want to talk to talk to their friends. I guess.
Just also just a certain group of people.
Yeah, and rant.
Rant.
Yeah.
That is a very rantish place. Because like
I feel like I might want to make one soon.
Your regular Instagram is
I don't know.
It's just like an outlet to talk a little bit. But like I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like it's kind of weird at the same time.
The thing about making a Finsta is that it just makes your quote unquote Rinsta seem way more fake.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is already. It already is.
But that's why I don't want one in the first place, because it's so fabricated.
It is kind of fabricated.
It's just so like.
That's why I don't waste I don't have a single post.
Well, I don't waste my time. I don't tweet at all, unless it's on the Everything Objectified Twitter.
Yes.
@ We Objectify. I don't tweet at all on my personal Twitter. I have 2 pictures on Facebook. I don't do anything on Facebook except look up people.
Yeah.
Look up people that I went to high school with.
The constant stalking.
Yes.
That's what I use with Instagram too.
But that's it.
Like on Instagram.
I don't keep up my online social image at all. It's just so fake. It's so fabricated. I just don't care. People can just talk to me in real life, and we can catch up over the phone.
Yeah, that's why I post like very minimally. I like only post it like my like I feel like posting something, and then I post something.
Like if you feel super thankful or like
be like
holidays, obviously you post. Birthdays, obviously you post. But like if something moves you to post, post.
Yep. That's what usually happens to me.
I don't know.
People always get salty at me that I don't like take them out. Like they like request to follow me, and I never like let anybody follow me. Like just like because I just never go there. Like I think I have like 25 or something people just sitting there.
Jeez.
Yikes.
And like somebody like made a comment. I'm like, you want to follow me? Literally, you're getting the same when you're not following that you do when you do follow me.
I guess. Because you don't post anything.
I don't post anything. It's literally a blank slate.
About that number.
What's when I did have an Instagram, I was in high school, and people would follow me, and then they would like come up to me in person. They'd be like, "Why didn't you follow me back?" And I'd be like, "Well, maybe you." I said this to their face. Maybe you want to see what's going on in my life, but frankly, I just don't care what's going on.
Damn, dude.
That's so good.
That's
said
such
this-
a
That's so
savage
good.
I said that quote unquote to this girl that I really didn't care for at the time,
Mhm.
and I'm not gonna say her name, but
You're not gonna make a call out. Like
no,
Richie?
I'm not. I'm not gonna make a call out. But
No, we're good.
No, I'm not going to.
We're
But
good.
Question though, do you
Yeah.
feel bad about it now?
no, I have her on Snapchat,
Okay.
which is supposed to be the more Snapchat is supposed to be my more intimate social media,
Mm-hmm.
but I friended her on Snapchat at a time when I was actually kind of close with her.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay.
Then it's okay.
But she told me she said that to me sophomore year, and then I friended her on Snapchat like last week of senior year. I'm getting to that point in Snapchat when I have too many friends, and I think it's about time for a purge. Because I'm friends on Snapchat with some people that I knew only like during freshman orientation, and it's like it's time to get you off this list.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
all I do is look at your stories every once in a while. You're deleted. You're done.
True.
You're in my way.
Yeah, you're just in my way from me enjoying the rest of my day. So goodbye.
Mm.
I think it's about that time.
And I think it's about time to end this episode.
I agree.
Okay.
We've nailed it.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting all this way through. And
Thank you for listening.
thanks for listening in Everything Objectified. My name is Dylan. I'm here with my roommates, Richard and Kevin. This week's topic was
Water bottles.
water bottle. Yeah, water bottles.
Yeah.
If you want more of this, you can find us on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube, all at Everything Objectified. And you can follow us on Twitter at WeObjectify.
Yep.
See you next week.
See you guys next week.
See ya.